Hey guys, Travis here, and it's been a while since I made a video. Last week was just a very, very terrible week for my family. We lost my grandmother, so I haven't been really making very many YouTube videos. But there's a couple of events that I recently seen that I felt that need my 2 cents worth. First of all, our deputy prime minister was verbally attacked by this mountain man. I guess I could say. Deputy Prime Minister Freeland was in City Hall in where was it? Grand Prairie, Alberta, and she's from Alberta. Anyway, there was this man and woman who actually went into the town hall to try and ask the girl on the desk, where is the Deputy Prime Minister? So they went there with the intention fully to either to intimidate her, to try to verbally attack her, and or physically attack her. So the Deputy Prime Minister came down. She was there going into an elevator with her associates, and this guy who looked to be at least 6'4" at least, dressed like a total slob, big white beard on him. I mean, he was wearing a friggin' a muscle beater that was torn down at the bottom. I mean, this guy, he was there looking for trouble, damn and the missus, and he started yelling just obscene obscenities at the Deputy Prime Minister and verbally attacking her. And you know what? Unfortunately, this is becoming all too familiar. And what really upsets me is I look at all the news channels on YouTube, and I see comment after comment after comment celebrating what this guy is doing. I mean, literally, you know, if he would have had his way, he probably would have physically assaulted her. But thank God he didn't, because quite frankly, you know, and I hope the police arrest this guy, and I hope to God that he gets his just desserts. I mean, he's already done one interview, and he said that he's very happy. I mean, they were literally celebrating in the street what they just did. You know, I mean, this is not the Canada that I grew up in. You know what? Everybody has the right to their political opinion. But this is just a crazy guy yelling traitor and everything to the Deputy Prime Minister when she's done nothing wrong. You know, you need proof. This guy has no proof. This guy is just another crazy right-wing nut job that thinks that, you know, yelling freedom, freedom, freedom. And I tell you what, for a guy that literally, you know what, if that was anybody else in places like Afghanistan, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, if anybody else did like that to the leader of those countries, I highly doubt that they would be celebrating in the middle of a parking lot. And quite frankly, they'd be taken away and have a bullet in the back of their head. So I don't know, buddy. You seemed pretty free to me when you were going up and literally verbally and intimidating the Deputy Prime Minister of our country. You know, here's my 2 cents on everything else like that. First of all, I don't think this guy would have done the same if this was a man. You know, if I really don't. If anybody out there who thinks that they have the right to, I mean, like so many different liberal, especially liberal politicians are being attacked these days. And you know what? Elections happen. They happen every 4 years. And here's the thing. If you don't like a politician, you don't like how they're running the country or anything else like that, do the Canadian thing. Do the Democratic thing that we're all got the freedom to do every 4 years, and go out and vote. You know, the election go either way, especially with the two major parties. You either go conservative or you go liberal. If you don't like Justin Trudeau and you don't like the Deputy Prime Minister and you don't like any liberal candidates of any election, I mean, provincial or federal, then do the Democratic thing. Go out, support go out and support a political party, whether that's, you know, any of them. I mean, if you want to go out and start flying purple of the PPC and everything else like that, the fascist party of Canada, as I call them, which is what they are. I don't give a damn. I mean, Maxime Bernier, if you got a problem with me, take it up with me, because that's exactly what you are. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, you know, this is not the Canadian thing to do. You don't go up and like verbally, I mean, not only that, this is a wife and a mother of at least 4 children. I mean, they got to deal with this on a daily basis. The same thing with Justin Trudeau's family. He's got to deal with this on a daily basis. Their family got to deal with this on a daily basis. I mean, when they're watching TV, I mean, in this day and age of technology, it's very easy for the prime minister and the deputy prime minister to tell their children, no, don't watch any of the news media or anything else like that. But we have cell phones, we have computers, we've got TV, and it's pretty easy. And I'm sure I'm sure those kids knew what the heck was going on down there at that so-called freedom convoy, where they were literally yelling for Justin Trudeau to be arrested and possibly executed. So you mean to tell me? So obviously this guy doesn't take these things into account, and it's really disturbing how Canada is becoming a very dangerous. I mean, the far right extremism is rising, not just in the United States, but in Canada and around the world. This is something now that everybody is like, we're all, the cancer of Donald Trump has spread to Canada, and unfortunately, it's something that we all need to realize is happening. So here's my 2 cents on the event. If you don't like the politician, then do the Canadian thing, go out and vote and be involved in politics. That's the thing you need to do. Don't verbally or physically attack somebody like a damn thug that you are, where that Mrs. that was in the video with you was probably not just your girlfriend or your wife, but probably your sister or your cousin. But, keep it all in the family. So, we've got freedom in this country, despite what you might think. So why don't you do the decent thing? Go support a political party instead of acting like an idiot. That's possibly going to get you now thrown in jail, and your employer is probably going to fire you, and you're not going to get hired anywhere because your face is literally plastered not just all over Canada, but around the world. So congratulations. You've officially ostracized yourself from everybody that's not a right-wing crackpot lunatic. Good luck getting a job and paying those bills for that trailer. The second one is Texas. Once again, good old boys in the state of Texas. Good old boys in the state of Texas. Here it is now. These people down there in Texas absolutely love their guns, don't they? They absolutely love their AR-15s, their AK-47s, their Glocks, their shotguns, their automatic shotguns. They really love. They really love them, don't they? Oh, they do. But only in their hands. You see, going around another big lie saying that these story times with children with drag queens is indoctrinating pedophilia into the children and everything else like that. More BS that absolutely has no merit and no proof to back up these claims. Once again, another drag story time was happening down in the state of Texas. People having their freedom to meet with the kids and give them story time where there's no sexualization whatsoever being, they think that the sexualization to the children is actually explaining sex, when there's no talk of sex involved. What they're doing is telling the children out there to love and accept everybody while they're still actually young enough to love and accept everybody. When I was a kid, I didn't care if somebody was black or white or gay or straight because we didn't know anything about that. Hey, you want to be my friend? Sure, let's play. That's the way kids need to be. And they don't care about, the drag queens are going in there and showing everybody that there are different people in the world, and that's okay. Anyway, after multiple of these events have been attacked by Trump supporters and crazy right-wing lunatics once again, finally, these events have actually turned the tables. They turned the tables on the would-be interferers into this event by setting up a barricade, a guard ring around the building or around the entrances, wearing military gear and brandishing AR-15 armor lights. And they're yelling and screaming, how come you need a rifle? They shouldn't have that. They shouldn't be able to use that. What? Meanwhile, they got a Glock in their back pocket. I find it really funny how you really are all screaming about the Second Amendment. You really love the Second Amendment so much. So much. You love your guns. You go to bed with your gun. You probably marry that instead of your wife. Probably love it more than your wife. Probably love it more than your kids. Obviously, because you don't care that kids are constantly being killed in schools. Is my kid safe? No? All right, I'll just curl up with my Glock pistol for the night. Yeah, lovely. So, They love the Second Amendment only when they can use them. Use them, say, oh, I don't know, protesting an LGBTQ event, protesting a Joe Biden event, protesting any event that they see fit, or say attacking the January 6th, or say January 6th attacking the Capitol to try to overthrow a democratically, legally, fairly won election and government that you didn't like. So we are living in a very strange time, aren't we? We're living in a very strange time. Yeah. You can have your weapons as long as other people... You want your weapons to attack, but you don't want others to have weapons to defend. You really love the Second Amendment. Unfortunately for you, the Second Amendment applies to everybody. America's not fascist yet. Come November, our American friends, vote blue. Lauren Boebert, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Ron DeSantis. All of them need to go. Oh, and by the way, Marcus 2024. You love your veterans so much, America. Elect a veteran to beat Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm Travis Walsh. That's the way it is. Oh, and by the way, Deputy Prime Minister, come to Newfoundland. You're more than welcome here.